I finally did it. I achieved the Platinum Trophy in Sparking Zero. And today I will walk you through the challenges that were brought upon me, which were just as thrilling as watching grass grow in the hyperbolic time chamber. Goku's story generously spans from the beginning of Z all the way to the end of Super, because apparently reliving every second of Goku's life is everyone's idea of fun. The trophy, I Can't Get Enough, suggests we can't get enough of Goku. Funny, because by the second hour, I beg to differ. Although I will say, this mode managed to make me feel like I was Goku in the sense that I was carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. This was daunting. It just felt like I was going through the motions of the story, and I tried to watch every cutscene, but the fact that the cutscenes are all PNGs essentially lined up in a story mode, can't say I was super interested, especially when you have games like Kakarot out there who play the story mode. And I know the story mode isn't exactly the big pull for this game, and it's the what ifs, but we'll get there when we get there. Now, before we start, I just want to say I have never done a Platinum Challenge before. This will be my first Platinum Trophy ever. And although I'm very happy it's on a Dragon Ball game, I realize there's a lot of Dragon Ball games I've never played on PlayStation. So I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I want you to comment down below any Dragon Ball game that is on PS3, 4, or 5 that you want to see me attempt the Platinum Challenge on. And the comment with the most likes, I will attempt. Leave a comment down below which one you want to see, and make sure you guys like the video. Vegeta Saga graciously ends at Buu Saga, because who needs closure on the rest of his character development? The trophy, Mind Your Own Business, felt oddly appropriate, as if the game is telling me not to question its choices. But hey, we get a recreation of Vegeta's sacrifice in the game, and although touching and emotional, it just doesn't hit the same as it did in the show. Then there's the blink and you'll miss it sagas. Gohan and Piccolo sagas were so short, I thought I accidentally skipped them. The what if scenarios, though, they were a glimpse of hope. Future Trunks' saga was like assembling an IKEA set without instruction. It was confusing and a little frustrating. To get the Mortal or God I Won't Lose trophy, I had to defeat Zamasu and Goku Black quickly, but for some reason the CPUs in this specific mode were insanely cracked only for Zamasu and Goku Black. I don't know why. Everybody else was easy. I feel like it was insanely hard. People who complain about Grade 8 Vegeta, but I'm telling you, this was on a different level. If you wanted to unlock the what ifs, you were locked in. And don't even get me started on Goku Black and Zamasu's what ifs. I ended up getting my Zero Mortal Plan trophy, but at what cost? I had to replay this mission over and over and over, trying to do it fast enough, because they are not super clear on what is required to get this trophy. And when I was trying to do it, it was a headache. Not to mention the what ifs for that specific storyline for Goku Black and Zamasu are ass. They are literally the same story, just ending a little earlier. It doesn't make it better to just shorten the story. And since we're talking about villains, we got to talk about Frieza and Jiren, if you even consider Jiren a villain. With Frieza, we had our atrocious Emperor trophy, and Jiren had a Strength is Justice trophy. And they just kind of felt tacked on, like DLC that we never asked for but get for free, which is fine. I'm cool with playing more of the game, but they don't feel that achieving.
You are the reason I had to cooperate with the likes of Goku and his band of idiots, you oaf! Ugh, how humiliating.
Frieza, buddy. We've been doing this since the 90s. Alright? Relax. Then I gotta talk about the grind for Zeni. Now, funny enough, the one thing that Frieza brings to the table is that in Goku's story, when you fight him as Super Saiyan, you have the ability to actually farm Zeni, which brings me to my next trophies, Zenionaire and the Big Spender. For Zenionaire, you need to make 1 million Zeni. And of course, I unlocked Super Shenron off rip because I ordered the deluxe edition, and I got a normal Shenron wish because it came with the DLC. But I didn't know that there was an achievement for earning 1 million Zeni. So I kind of wished for capsules which I didn't realize was an absolute waste from the start. But it's okay. This farming method made me so much Zeni so fast. You get 300,000 Zeni just for beating Frieza. And you just have to keep doing it. So it worked out. So I was able to knock out the big spender trophy pretty quickly. Now, are these all items that I probably will never use? Yeah. But it's virtual retail therapy at its finest. And of course, we have some easy ones like title collector and showing off. They're pretty basic. Change your player card and collect some titles. Not that hard, you know? After all this, I realized I might be a glutton for punishment. And you've made it this far in the video, you might be too. So why not embrace it and hit that subscribe button? You know what they say, misery loves company. And comment down below what you guys think of Sparking Zero so far. Truly, I love it. But man, these trophies are a little out of hand. Like for instance, this next challenge. In order to get yourself all of the Dragon Balls for all 3 trophies for Come Forth Shenron, Come Forth Super Shenron, and Come Forth Porunga, you need to win all the games you possibly can. And I was winning plenty of games, but not getting any Dragon Balls. But then I found this one method that was farming Dragon Balls all day. And there's RNG to it. You don't always get a Dragon Ball guaranteed. But this method was so fast. All I had to do was jump into the tournament map, make sure that out of bounds is on. I threw on Beerus and I knocked Mr. Satan out of bounds, making it the fastest method to get it done, or so I thought. Because then I figured out if I threw on a couple of items and turned items on, I could then use my full key at the start of the match and use a super to knock him out. So then I just played with what characters I wanted to use, and I found that Gogeta Super Saiyan Blue was the best for it because you can knock them back with one move and send him flying directly into the grass, making him out of bounds in almost 5 seconds from when the match starts. So I started farming, and I was able to get every single wish that I needed. And by the way, if you're gonna make wishes, make sure that you guys are wishing for Zeni, because it's the only thing you should wish for. You get other characters like Goku Black and Zamasu at level 20. So if you're gonna do this trophy challenge, just go for the Zeni anyways, because you unlock them later anyhow. Then it was time for me to tackle the tournament modes. You guys don't know there's a tournament mode for offline and online, but the offline mode counts towards the trophies. But all you need to do is set the CPUs to easy and jump into a tournament on every single map and just knock out the competition. You have the World Tournament, the Cell Games, the Tournament of Power, and then Yamcha Games. All of these can be achieved really quickly. Just be willing to pick an OP character, except in Yamcha Games, because Yamcha Games, everyone's character is randomized, which is a good way to practice if you want to play more online. But we're not looking to get better. We're looking to cheese the game. So we cop ourselves a win in every single mode. Now, at this point in the video, if you haven't realized, I play on Classic. I've played Budokai Tenkaichi games since 20 years ago. It's one of my favorite games to date. And I played a lot of Dragon Ball games. I started with Legacy of Goku 2, and I've made it this far. So you could tell I'm a super fan when it comes to games and the show. I know my lore. But because I play Classic, I have worn out my joystick on my controller so much from doing all of these clashes. But I'm going to save your guys' controllers right now, because there is a controller company that is putting out a Hall Effect controller. This controller is so OP because you'll never get stick drift. It'll never be an issue ever again. And after using them, I reached out to them and they said they wanted to sponsor this video. So do yourselves a favor and go check out the link down in the comments section. You can pick yourself up a GameSir G7HE, just like mine, for only $49.99. It's less than a normal Xbox controller, and it has back buttons and Hall Effect controllers, so you can do all the movements you need to do. I'm telling you, it's worth it. And let's just say that price is a little bit out of your range and you need it just a tiny bit cheaper, which would be insane to me because controllers are already $60 to start. But fair play. What if I told you they have a second option that is $34.99? That's Hall Effect triggers and joysticks but also has hair trigger options so that way you could play racing games or shooters and have an instant click. It's totally worth the money. But they also have a clear blue shell for the controllers, which personally, I didn't even realize. I probably would have copped that one if I knew. So take your pick. Check out the link down in the comments section and let them know Rara sent you. For the trophies, encounter with new rivals and connected rivals, I needed to complete 100 online matches. You know, because dealing with salty opponents who rage quit all the time and laggy servers is just my cup of tea. Rage quit. Now, I know a lot of the Sparking Zero community has been losing their mind over this. I got in on these games early, so I was able to complete them pretty fast. Not to mention, I'm kind of used to people rage quitting. I come from the COD community, so people quitting is something I expect and take as a compliment. Now, there was a ton of what ifs that were super notable, like Gohan Black, Vegeta going Super Saiyan early, Goku going Super Saiyan early. The list goes on and on. But I feel like it would be a disservice to sit here and talk through all of the story trophies because most of you have played the story and you know what's coming. But I want to talk about one of the niche trophies. The final trophy that I achieved in this game. Because although there's a lot of amazing things that happen in this story and some pretty lackluster things that I'm upset about, the niche trophies are the ones that I think are the most unique. And one of them, sadly, is very unique, but also missing something more important. You see, the final trophy I got in this challenge is a flair for fighting. It is one of the trophies that I thought was going to be an epic finish to the story. The way you get this trophy is by doing 20 ultimate finishes by using your ultimate move to get a dramatic finish, as they call it in fighters. The problem with this is there's only 3 characters that actually have ultimate blasts that end in dramatic finishes. So I decided to speed run by giving you guys this strat. Similar to my Gogeta strat of racking up Dragon Balls, you can get into the same setup and use Goku Super Saiyan 3 to quickly get to sparking, beat up Mr. Satan, and then use your finisher. I did this 20 times, and then it happened. The Sparking Trophy. The Platinum Trophy was mine. Was there fanfare? A secret ending? Maybe a character I could unlock for only completing 100% of the game? Just a tiny notification in the corner of my screen. I gotta be honest with you guys, I've had grocery lists that are more satisfying to complete than this. And at least when I come home with the groceries, my fiance gives me a nice kiss on the cheek and says, "I forgot the butter." If you enjoyed this descent into madness, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, maybe send it to a friend who also loves Dragon Ball content, because we've got lots of videos right here, right now on the channel. And YouTube seems to think you're gonna like this video right here. So click it, check it out.